So I've been making some videos of sit skiing, and people ask me about how I'm able to ride independently with a neck injury, which means that I'm paralyzed from my chest down and I don't have any grip function in my hands. So now I decided to make this video that will show all of my secrets, and I hope it will be helpful for others and that it will show some of the possibilities of riding independently with a neck injury. First of all, I just have to say that all injuries are individual. So even if you have the same level of injury as I have, or even lower, doesn't mean that these things that I'm going to show you now will be working for you. So please just use this video as a guidance. Because I don't have any grip function in my hands, I use these active hands grip aids, which I've attached to the gloves by using glue. And the gloves also have a heating system, because when I put them on and tighten up the straps, it will throttle my blood circulation, and I will get very cold if it's no heating system in the gloves. And I take this one around the bar, I can show you after, and tighten up, and now I have a really good tight grip. When it comes to the outriggers, I've been searching the whole internet, and so have others that I've been speaking to find a solution that can flip these skis without hand function, but it actually don't seem to exist. But now I discovered my own solution, which I've been using for over 4 years, and I think it works really great. And it's also a very cheap solution. Normally the string goes from this tap and up through the string guide and to the end of the handlebar, and you use the fingertips to flip the ski. What I did was that I attached an eye bolt here on the top and used a longer string, so it goes from the end of the handlebar up through the eye and through the string guide, and then through a very strong K-ring and back up to the string guide and down to the tightening function. So how this works now is that I use my hand wrist and press it outwards to stram the string, and then I can flip the ski. And I think that works really good. And what I also did was that I cut it off this cuff, so I can just put my hand straight in. And I 3D printed a bracket here, which I can leave a link to in the description. And then I can take this strap all the way out and back into this bracket, and stram it up, and then it will be much tighter than the original cuff. So here is how everything works with the gloves and the active hands grip function aid. Just go through this cuff and under this string, and then I tighten up this strap. I take this strap back through this clamp, and then I can tighten it up very hard. And now I'm ready to ride. I also have a Tessier Scarver, which is a great sit ski, but if you can't use its full potential, I would prefer this B-Ski Glide, which I'm sitting in right now. because you're sitting much lower to the ground, and the angle of the feet is much higher, so it don't requires that much seating balance, and it's a much easier sit ski to ride. So what I've done to this sit ski is that I've changed all the straps to the flight buckles, which is very easy to lock. And I attached a loop to each end, so it's easy to tighten up. And I have the same straps all the way up. And the upper strap I even raised higher than it originally used to be because of my seating balance. And I attached a stiff plate to it, so it will keep me more steady. And when I buckle up each side here, I also have these loops on each side to tighten it up. And now when everything's tightened up hard, my whole lower body is stiffened up, so I can only use my hands and head to make the turns. So on this B-Ski Glide there's two struts that help pushing you up when you're entering the chairlift. But I discovered that even with the softest ones, they would be too stiff. So when I first got up, it wasn't possible to get back down because the joint function was overextended. And what I did was that I unscrewed both of the ball joints of the strut, only one of them, and I cut it off 2 mm of each ball joint. So one of the strut is now 4 mm shorter than the other, and this helps preventing this problem of not getting down. The reason for I only did it to one of the struts is because then the other one won't extend fully, and then it won't be that stiff when you're trying to get back down. So I think I actually found the perfect length of these struts now. So just to show you how this is working now is when I'm pushing me up, I'm standing stable up, and with a little push backwards I get back down, and that's how it's supposed to work, I guess. So now I'm ready for the chairlift, and I won't fall back down before I give it a little push. So here is how I operate the chairlift function on this sit ski. I use the handlebar on the outrigger to pull back the handle, and then I push myself up. And then I use this handlebar to push it back, and then it's locked. I also have a strap in the back of the shell, which I can show you afterwards, that prevents me from falling more forward than it's tightened up to be. So when I tighten up the strap in the front, then I can't get even backwards or forwards. Another custom-made adaptation that I made is this release function for the surface lift. Originally it's mounted a short string or a loop to this eye bolt to operate this function, but because I don't have any grip function I can't grab that. So now I only have to push this string downwards. And what I also did is that I flipped these releasers the other way, so now the outside is facing in, because I discovered that this ring sometimes get hooked behind this hinge, and when you try to release it will still be stuck, but now when it's facing this way it will release every time. So here is the strap that I was talking about that prevents me from falling forwards. It's mounted in the bottom of the backrest, and I use a couple of shim between the mounting plate and the bottom of the seat. And now the strap is going around that mounting plate and back, and I can adjust the angle of the backrest by loosening or tightening up this strap. By the way, I also 3D printed some plugs that will prevent snow from getting into the frame when removing the assistance bar, so I will also leave a link for those in the description. Another thing that I forgot to mention earlier in this video is this offload assistant for chairlifts that you can buy for these outriggers, and those are really useful when you're getting off the chairlift. You put them on the edge of the seat and then you push yourself off. And I should also mention that when customizing this flip function, as I did, I discovered after a season or two that my string guide broke because it's getting a lot of pressure to this string guide. So I've 3D printed a new one on one of my outriggers, and I leave a link to that one also in the description if anyone needs one. Another very important thing to be able to ride independently with a high level injury on a sit ski is to choose the right ski. If you're starting with this B-Ski Glide, I would prefer to start with a B-Ski Glide adapter with 2 skis. That comes with 2 short skis that are very soft, so they are very easy to make turns with. Now I'm using the Uniski adapter, which makes it possible to use almost any ski. What I discovered is that the more expensive skis, the pro skis, are much stiffer, so they are much harder to make turns with and to do skidding. So I ended up with a very soft, cheap ski that's not so long. It's 160 and it has a radius of 14.4, so it has a very small radius, and that helps me do more sharp turns. If the radius is bigger, then the ski will take a bigger turn when you're riding on the edge. So a short and soft ski is the way to go in the beginning, I think. In the beginning, I would recommend some professional help, because when me and my dad first started sit skiing, it felt really hopeless until I had a stay at Beitostøl Helsesport here in Norway, where they taught me about different basic techniques and how to adjust the equipment the right way and to choose the right ski. So after a couple of stays there, everything was getting much easier, and now I had about 300 hours in the sit ski, and things are going really great, thanks to my dad, who's been supporting me all the time. And now I also got an invite as a leader to the Camp Spinal Winter Edition by Sunnmørsstiftelsen, which I'm really excited about, and that gives me even more faith in what I do. So I'm looking very forward to meet the new athletes there and the other ones who's been sit skiing for a while. And hopefully there will be a new sit ski video uploading to the internet after that stay. I haven't seen any videos showing these things before, so I hope this was a helpful video and that it can give some inspiration to others. And now I'm going to show you how my sit ski actually performs in the ski slope.